Hey, good evening. It's 7:24 p.m. It is February 20th. I believe it's Thursday evening. Let me just double check. Yes, it is Thursday evening. So I wanted to come on here and make a follow-up video to the video that I made. I believe it was Tuesday. Okay. Anyway, this video is important for me because I do believe that it is going to lead to a lot of my healing. Okay. I think the only videos I've been making lately are the ones that I've kind of expressed a little bit of frustration of dealing with, feeling as though I had been seriously abused, in the situation of being a victim of human trafficking. And, and then every once in a while, I'll throw in something cute, like, I showed some like wood slabs that I got at the dollar store, because I want to give people some updates on what I've been doing. But anyway, to follow up on Tuesday's video, I want to go in a little bit further into what made me start thinking, and I didn't want to talk about it deeper until today, okay? Now, I was at work on Tuesday, and my boss came in, and he was talking, and he seemed a little bit overly friendly. He just seemed overly friendly that day. And, I felt as though, he was getting a little too close to me as he was standing, right? And I'm really not comfortable with people touching me or anything like that. Now, I don't believe that the touches and the little, like, jabs or whatever were, like, sexual in nature or anything like that. But I still felt really intrusive. It felt kind of intrusive. I wasn't comfortable with it, right? Now, I do believe, that this person has been watching my videos for a very long time. When you're a victim of human trafficking, it is very uncommon for someone not to recognize you, okay? I have not brought up my issues of human trafficking at my current job. And I will say overall, I do like going into work, and the reason why I like going into work every day is because I have the kind of mindset that I have, okay? So regardless of who is around me, I'm going to enjoy my work, right? Because I look at myself as somebody who likes to throw themselves into whatever they're involved in during the day, wrap up what I'm doing during the day, and then I feel like there's a sense of reward at the end of the day. I'm very self-motivated, right? And then, I did say, talk about my desk ornaments and stuff like that, making my surrounding more of mine to make it so that I feel more at ease, okay? So I enjoy working, like the tasks, the little things that I do, I enjoy that, okay? But anyway, on that day Tuesday, when he was talking to me, when he touched me, I felt revulsion, like just instantly, like somebody just punched me in the stomach, and my mind started racing onto this issue of how long this has been going on, like how long I have been a victim of human trafficking. Okay. And I kept thinking, okay, this is very deep, and I think that this person is more involved in my trafficking than, than what I suspected. Okay, because like anytime you start a job, you know that generally you're going to be trafficked within a network. Okay, whatever. Okay. So I figured they were like the friends of whoever, whatever. Okay, fine. But as I got to thinking today, I was, busy and doing my work, and I didn't feel compelled to communicate with my boss, like I usually do. As a matter of fact, I feel like I need to put some distance between me and this particular person because I honestly am not comfortable being around this person anymore, okay? Now, I need a job, and I do believe the messages that I've been getting, my intuitive messages that I've been getting, is that these people have been involved with my targeting for a very, very long time. As a matter of fact, I believe that these people are the main reasons why the targeting started, the rumor mongering, as well as the ones who were responsible for the destruction of my family unit. Now, everybody knows that I grew up in an adoptive family, okay? But these rumors were something that was used to fuel the already dysfunction in the family and cause so much divide, okay? This is the main reason why, being a victim of human trafficking is so devastating is the family destruction, okay? Having somebody, conspire against your family, against your so-called friends or whatever. Now, I don't know who I don't know the people that, of the company. I do know that when I first moved here to Bakersfield many, many, many years ago, I think it was back in 2000, 2001, somewhere around there, I remember hearing of the company, just hearing it about it. Like, I've heard of wool growers, I've heard of like the Crystal Palace, so all these places, and you kind of understand like who the family names are and stuff like that. I remember hearing that name at least once, okay, but it was just kind of like in the back of my mind. So I ended up working there and started getting hired there in September. Now, I know that throughout the years, and I do believe this person, my boss, okay, is the person who has been infiltrating my social media. I do believe that this person has been kind of like, how this person came into my life or has known about me, I believe that this person has known about me through my former classmates and possibly my adoptive family, okay? I do believe that the indoctrination that he spread to these individuals has resulted in a lot of the problems that I have experienced, okay? And as well as the resulting in me getting blacklisted and having, multiple problems, okay, that I have talked about several times on my channel, going all the way back to 2015. And in these videos, I expressed, the reasons why it disturbed me that somebody would want to cling on to me so tightly, somebody who would want to continuously put me in a cycle of abuse, right? And the abuse continued to happen. Now, I wanted to go over some of the things that I wrote down, because I wrote down these things, okay? And the reason why I'm talking about this is I have carried this burden for too long. And why do I judge this person the way that I'm judging this person? And I'm referring to my boss, Rex Laverne is his name, okay? The reason why I am calling him out on this is because I do believe that he is a rather ignorant man. Like, I don't believe that he's a very intelligent person. If he was, he would have stopped his bullshit while this was going on. Like when I first started making the videos and covering my case, talking about why this was illegal, blah, 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 blah. But I believe that he was feeling very self-righteous because he felt as though his biblical backing, however he wanted to twist it, mingle it, shape it, mold it, edit it, look at certain things that might, you know how people distort the Bible, whatever. It got him popularity, okay? Because I know when I first moved here to this community, this was like a very Christian community, okay? And not everybody reads the Bible. Most people don't read the Bible. They don't really know, okay? But what they do know is that they want to enjoy the affiliations of these religious groups. I do believe that he played an active role in my targeting, my abuse, as well as taking over or interjecting into my projects, okay? One of the projects that I was working on, obviously I have a YouTube channel. Now, because of his rumor mongering, okay, and the rumors, it caused me to have problems in communications with other people, and it has resulted in me having like 600 something subscribers, even though my numbers many years ago were far exceeded that within a short period of time. So what this person did was put me in a situation where he felt as though I was supposed to be subordinate to him. Now, I do believe that this man, Rex Laverne, is a racist, okay, as well as a man who does not understand women. I don't believe that he understands that women are people, okay, as well as minorities, people of color, or whatever, okay? And I'm not somebody who wants to sit here and make that sort of issue, but the main issue is you don't touch what is not yours, okay? Now, I do believe that he feels as though he's made me some sort of celebrity, or he's like, exploited me in some way. He may even be telling people that he's partnering with me or co-partnering with me on projects. I don't know exactly everything that's been going on, but I'm going to tell you, I don't know this man. Okay, other than, this man hiring me, I do believe that the job that I have is some form of compensation. Meaning because he must have come to the realization, and other people must have come to the realization that he fucked up. Okay, and that I am indeed owed compensation. I am owed a lot of money. Okay, and not only just money, but time. Okay, I will tell you, as a 54-year-old person, and I'm going to go more into this in one of my projects, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, you touch my projects, Rex Laverne, and we're going to have a problem. You do not touch anything that does not belong to you. Okay, but I'm going to talk about, people who do not understand boundaries. I'm going to talk about people who come from certain backgrounds who have a sense of entitlement. Okay, and then also the main thing is talking about, the overall platform of how workplaces really should function. Okay, I do believe that throughout this bullying, okay, a lot of the bullying came from nitpicky type stuff, okay, but still it's nitpicky enough to be considered harassment. You don't deny people employment. You don't deny people opportunities. I do believe that he was responsible for my Patreon failure, right? That he had no right expressing himself, or even in interjecting himself into. Okay, I am not the same religion as him. Well, we do have the freedom of the religion. We have freedom of religion and talk about and gather around people or have groups gather around to listen to whatever spiritual messages you want to have on YouTube or whatever, okay? So he felt as though he needed to block me, and, that was none of his business. Now, what bothers me so much about this issue is that throughout the course of time, okay, me making my videos, me telling people, okay, I'm a single woman, I need to feel safe. I don't need people, putting me in situations where I'm feeling like, they're putting me in compromising positions or putting me in situations where I'm going to be traumatized. You know what I mean? I've said it over and over and over and over again, right? So I do believe that Rex Laverne is a manipulative person. Okay, I don't believe, and I'm also, what bothers me about this is because I did sense that there was a lot of people who were involved in this. I do know that Justin Hayward from the Moody Blues got sucked into this, and some of the celebrities that I was talking to, okay? And, I know I went full blast on a lot of people. I chewed out a lot of people, some of my videos, I would say, maybe a year or so ago. Well, or was it when the whole, I don't know, was it a year ago? Or 2 years ago, I don't even remember, okay, when Justin Hayward issue was going on, I was really pissed off, okay, and I was angry, and I started calling out a lot of people, okay, and the sad part is that why I do not believe that Rex Laverne is somebody that I would look up to or respect in any way is because he allowed other people to get the full blast, you know what I mean, full tongue lashing, okay, when he was the one who started it. Okay, that's not fair. It's not fair that he has told people to protect his identity while everybody suffers. This man is highly narcissistic. Okay, and you know how I feel about narcissistic people. And the reason why my gut started feeling like sick is because I do believe this person is evil. Okay, now, and if he dare fires me, we are going to have a problem. Okay, I do get this feeling that this man feels somewhat suicidal. Okay, and hey, whatever, okay? But one thing for sure, you will pay me, okay? You're going to pay me. So I really do, legally, you really have an obligation to keep me on the payroll, okay? Do not keep putting me in these situations, okay? And yes, I am blaming it all on you. As a 54-year-old, what I want to talk about, I need to back up a little bit. As a 54-year-old woman who left Murray Family Farms, okay? I left Murray Family Farms like 12 years ago, okay? Throughout this time, I do believe that he's been sitting on his throne, acting as if, I'm supposed to comply to his rules or whatever, okay? Okay, I am not going to comply to any of your white supremacist rules, okay? Or any of your degrading actions that you like to take against women. Now, I know this issue has gone on, and it's, I would say that things have been rather peaceful, They have, okay? The reason why I'm making this video is because I found out who was responsible for the rumor mongering, and it was important for me to know, because you don't have, Rex Laverne, the guts to come out and admit something like that, okay? But you're willing to let other people, you know, be pointed out and have the damage to their reputation, but you want to sit here and be squeaky clean. That's bullshit. It's bullshit, okay? You have caused nothing but division. Okay, and you've told people that were close to me, okay, and I've never confronted my child about this issue. We don't talk about the issue, okay, we don't, okay? But I'm going to tell you something. You have no right to overstep my parent, my role as being a parent. Okay, even though my child is over the age of 18, you have no right to do that, okay? So what made you think you had the right to do that is because you are a high-level narcissist, okay? Now, I do get the message that Rex Laverne knows that I find him disgusting, and he has no chance of ever talking to me. I do not want you talking to me. Now, I plan on going to work for the rest of tomorrow, and I do plan on coming back to work for the rest of the week. I do not plan on being unemployed, okay? You have caused me enough problems. I don't want to communicate with you, and I will not communicate with you. I will continue to communicate with you through electronic means, meaning Slack. You can text me, and it better be about work. Okay, what else is there? Many are aware of it. Yes, many people in this community and other places that you spread your poisonous, toxic bullshit, right, are aware that they were brainwashed, okay? And I'm talking a lot about how people can divide and develop into cults. And before I even knew who you were, and before we even got to this point, when I first started making my videos in 2015, I talked about cults. I talked about why you do not sit here and enforce religion in the workplace, and you continue to do it, okay? You're a narcissist, okay? At any cost, you wanted to win this game, okay? I look at you as a very wicked person. A very, very wicked person. And yes, I do understand and pick up on this feeling that you have suicidal thoughts. You better not fucking screw me, dude. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. What I say by screw me is I expect to get paid. Okay? So if you want to blow your fucking brains out, you go right ahead. But you know what? I'm going to work tomorrow. Somehow I'm getting paid. Somehow I'm getting paid. You do not fuck me over. Okay? Yes, I do believe that you were responsible for the YouTube, for the Patreon. You had no right to sit here and tell me to comply to your stupid rules. First of all, I believe that you're married, okay? And I don't care, you know, about your marriage, or I don't care about any of that, okay? But you have no right to tell me how to live as a woman, okay? How I'm supposed to look or whatever. Okay, you can rule your house however you want to. I'm glad I'm not your wife. And I'm glad I'm not any female member of your family. I do believe that you have a serious issue. I don't think that you understand women. Okay, I do believe that you might be one of those men who, because of the very fact that the whole Solomon issue, this is what pisses me off so much, okay? The whole me, King Solomon, and my father's relationship, okay? Why in the world would that be brought up? Should not have ever been brought up in the context of work, period. Okay, and this is my biggest issue with a lot of the unprofessional people that I've dealt with. I do think that you're unprofessional. Every time I talk to you, deep down inside, I think of you as nothing but a joke. You're a fucking joke. That's exactly what I think of you. Okay? I just sit there and I look at you and I think of you as a fucking pathetic man. Period. Anyway, what else do I want to talk about? Yes, I do believe that people who know me are going to get a little healing from this, okay? Now, like I said, their heart condition for jumping into believing this, there was something wrong with them in the first place, okay? For them to even want to believe that sort of stuff, okay? But you allowed other people to suffer, and you did not seem to have a conscience. The only thing you were worried about was yourself. That's the only thing you're worried about. You are a narcissistic person. What else? Yeah, I do expect for you to comply with my rules. Meaning, like, you know, I go to work, I don't want to communicate with you. Okay, like I said, that's impossible to do when, you know, we're in this situation. It is impossible to do, it seems like, right? Well, you know, either, like I said, there's Slack, there's, you know, the phone messages or whatever. Like I said, you want to sit here and fire me, I'm really going to raise hell. I will raise hell. Okay? Like I said, you want to blow your brains out, go right ahead. But somehow or another, I'm going to get paid. All right, what else did I want to say in this video? I did want to say something really quick, okay? You're going to be losing a lot of friends very quickly. You're going to be losing a lot of friends. This is the message that I can continually get about you. Also, now I don't know when this happened, okay? I don't know when this happened, but I get the feeling that it happened sometime after I got hired, okay? That, you know, I brought my stuff in and then somehow or another you were like making kind of like a little joke about it. This is why I feel as though you do not have the proper heart condition to be forgiven, okay? The reason why is because you created trauma. You created division. I cannot tell you the pain that you have caused, okay? You have caused people to have a bad reputation, all because they were following you, okay? All because they were following you. And I went through a lot of mental problems, okay? And see, you don't understand that because you were an ignorant person. You don't understand people's psychological makeup, okay? And when people explain this sort of stuff to you, you continue to do it. Look how long has this went on. Look how long this went on. Now, like I said, things are peaceful right now, okay? And I'm making this video, and I have every right to make this video. Do you know the kind of, what you have cheated me out of, which you had no right to? Now, I wanted to go back to the 54-year-old woman situation, or 54, being an older person anyway. Okay, now going back to the Murray Family Farms thing, I lived Murray Family Farms 14 years ago. Okay, during this time, it was like me being spied in on at work because you're sitting here exploiting me as King Solomon, having me under surveillance and all this other bullshit, okay, and acting as if, you know, you can sit here and take all this credit for my own existence. You cannot do that. Okay, my work is my work. You had no right to touch my Patreon, anything. Okay, now, all this time when I was trying to get out of my debt, okay, I was responsible. I was trying to sit here and like, I was ready to walk away from the 9 to 5 at that time. Okay, so I put together some videos on Patreon and I was trying to make some money so I could pay my car payment, pay my credit cards off and everything like this. And you stood in my way. Why? Because I wasn't going to comply with your white standards. Fuck you. Okay, so I ended up losing my car and everything else. Thank you for putting the battery in my car. I knew when you were putting the battery in the car, something was up. Because people do that when they feel guilty about something. That's the least you can do, you fucking asshole. Now, here I am. I'm going to be like a senior citizen in the next few years, okay? And I'm going to sit here and try to figure out how I'm supposed to get some sort of decent retirement with your struggling, fucked up company. Yeah, that's what I said. All right. So this is the point I'm trying to make. When people are victims of human trafficking, I had no control of my life. I made attempts to try to get myself on top, but you felt as though it was not good enough. You had no right to be in the equation. Okay. This is the danger of human trafficking. This is what I was warning people about. Now look at me. I'm stuck working for a company that's swimming. You know, it's fucking pathetic. Yeah, I'm saying it. And yeah, I expect to come to work tomorrow, and I expect other people who need to be to work tomorrow to be there. It is what it is. Do not let me see your fucking face. Anyway, you can bitch about my lunchbox, and you can do whatever, but I'm going to tell you something right now. When a owner, manager, whoever sits there and talks about another member within that organization, okay, you are a bad leader. Okay, and sometimes people do this because they have low self-esteem, and this the only way that they can sit here and get any sort of following is to put down somebody else, okay? You can't put me down, all right? But I can put you down easily. What else do I want to say? Yes, I believe that I was hired as a form of compensation from your company because you caused all the problems. You have hardly scratched the surface of what you owe me. All right, now, what else do you want to talk about? Yes, I'm angry because my mother passed away. I didn't even go see my funeral. You have caused me nothing but problems, and I don't even fucking know you, okay? You caused all kinds of, like, you know, toxic environments, all kinds of hatred. I don't know. You must be a Ku Klux Klan man. Yeah, you must have. You must be associated with some sort of white nationalist group. Because the tactics that you used in this, okay, is the same stuff that the Nazis used, okay? Like going back to my videos. Did that stop you when I made that video a few years ago? And I know you watch my videos. If you're going to man my YouTube channel, I know you watch my videos. So it's not like you can say, oh, I didn't know, okay? This is why I don't like you, okay? And we all know when you do covert operations, it's because you can have access to people who I'm close to, and people will protect your identity. I'm not going to protect your identity anymore, Rex Laverne. You're an asshole. What else do I want to say? Yes, I do like my job. Now, what makes me like my job? This is, when I'm talking right now, I am not talking to Rex Laverne. When I'm talking calmly, I'm talking to the other people who are going to watch me. Now, the people here in Bakersfield, when you're watching this video, I guess you can like get some popcorn and enjoy yourself when you're watching it, because it is kind of a cool video, because it's a cool video because I feel as though I'm getting a lot off my chest. This is something that is so important to me. Okay, this is the main cause of what has been stagnating me. I am working on new projects, and you better not fucking touch them. No, I would not collaborate on my projects with you. And I hope to God you have not told anybody that. Okay, I am sick and tired of you. Okay, yes, I like my job. Why do I like my job? Because I love applying my organizational skills. I enjoy putting work together. I am an occupational engineer. And yes, I did have a small thing on social media. I only like started it like, I don't know, a few years ago, and I never did anything with it. This is when you were blacklisting me, telling people that I couldn't have contacts and ruling the world. Okay, you're an evil person. You are a wicked, wicked person, and I will never respect you. But I am an occupational engineer, and I enjoy putting companies in structure. You know what I mean? I like and I've never been hired as one, but I know that I am one, and I wear many hats, okay? And I enjoy it. Whatever you're gonna put me in, I'm gonna enjoy, okay? And I know that, you know, me and my father, being the autodidacts that we are, we've always really enjoyed working. Like, you know, where other people were like, oh, you know, it's Monday or whatever. We were like, hey, we're happy. And I remember my dad used to tell me that he used to love work. He thought it was fun. You know what I mean? And people usually look at you like, isn't that fun? Yeah, I love working. You know, I enjoy having a sense of accomplishment. Anyway, moving back. And so what makes me like I do. I make myself like my job. Because I would not sit here and rely on other people making the environment positive. The only person who's going to keep me motivated is me. Period. That is it. You know what I mean? That's one thing that people don't understand when you go into a company. Companies can give you a little bit of wiggle room and stuff, and that's fine. You know, they can give you, you know, nice break room or whatever. But to keep a person really motivated, you know, you got to have that yourself, that kind of inner drive. Anyway, what else do you want to talk about? Oh, yeah, going back to Rex Laverne. You don't have the right to tell me shit. Okay, I do know that, I would say in the last few weeks, okay, and I'm going to be very upfront about this, okay, I'm the kind of person, I will buy like a bag of weed, and it will last me probably about 2 weeks. And I will say that in the last few weeks, I've been smoking a lot of weed. It's unusual for me to smoke this weed. And the reason why is because it's like I've been trying really hard to knock this pain out of my brain. I cannot deal with, you know, what happened to me. I can't. I can't. Okay? I try to, and it's a part of my trauma. Okay? And I will say that, you know, I usually like to keep my weed consumption down to like maybe a few puffs or something like that. And I have increased it. Okay? And I'm definitely feeling as though I can reduce that amount now. Why? Because I got this off my chest. I need to find out. Okay? So there's a lot of people who walk around with a lot of mental problems. And the reason why they walk around with a lot of mental problems is because they never heal. They never get to the root of the problem. And you've got to get to the root of the problem. And you have to confront the person who's abused you. And you have to get your story out. Otherwise, why should you let somebody dump on you? Why should you let other people carry other people's burdens? This is what I'm trying, and this is just one of the things I'm trying to tell people. It's like you cannot let people do this to you. You cannot. And they deserve to pay the consequences. You know what I mean? Like I said, I called out a lot of people's names, okay? And they were just affiliated with you, okay? Yet, meanwhile, you get to sit here and be like sitting pretty and thinking that it's okay that nobody mentions your name. I'm mentioning your name, okay? And it feels good. Why? Because you were the root of the problem. Okay? Which makes me think, I look at you now and I just think of you as nothing but evil. Like you're a fucking evil person. To let all this sit here and happen. Like it's okay, it's not okay. And know your job that you're offering me. And I'm glad that I can sit here and eat and keep a roof over my head, okay? But it's nowhere near the compensation that I deserve, and you know it. Okay, so I think that's it. I'm sitting here looking at my notes. I actually took notes about this, right? I needed to. Because there's so many things, okay? Yes, I get the feeling that you're suicidal, and you know what? I don't care. I take credit for all my work. Now, this is what a lot of people think, okay? Yes, I do, but I know that I came here from heaven. I do believe that, you know, I am somebody who is supposed to be here to teach, okay? I'm very enthusiastic about my work from the Swan Manifesto, okay, which you had no right to have anything to do with, right? It's not your creation. It's none of your shit, okay? But people think because I'm a heavenly star seed, right, that I don't have any right to have any personal accomplishments or anything that I'm supposed to. Look, I'm going to tell you what. When I was going to talk about Jesus, okay, but same thing, okay. We still have the things that we do day to day. Like Jesus was a carpenter, okay. When I'm at work, you know, I work and I do I work, I don't even have a title there, okay, because this is part of his, like, dehumanization, okay. He knows good and well I'm supposed to earn more. He's going to give me a job for $25 an hour, and that's fine. I'm not complaining, okay. In this economy, I can't complain, okay. And that's not what I'm complaining about. But what I am saying is that I know that I'm worth more, and I also know that I'm losing my train of thought. Sorry, but anyway, I guess I'll move on to something else. No, I don't care that, you know, he seems to be suicidal because, and like I said, the only thing I am cared about is me getting paid. That's it. Okay, I'm going to be very realistic. And going back to people assuming that I don't have the need or drive to feel a sense of accomplishment. I am angry that you touched my Patreon account. I am angry that, because I worked on that, okay, and I needed money, and I needed to pay my car, okay, and now I lost my car. I ended up having to lose my credit. Now, I've worked years on my credit. You are responsible for taking down everything in my life. You, Rex Learn, you need to understand, you do not touch me. You don't put your fucking hands on me. I don't want to see your fucking face, ever. Do you understand? Okay, so if I need something, I will either send your son or whatever. I do not want to see you. Okay, and we can just carry on just the way it is, okay? That's just the way it is. And I swear to God, you fucking fire me and you're really going to have a fucking problem. That is if you don't blow your brains out. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, oh, I do want to make apologies. Really wanted to make apologies to the people that I called out. Because I knew that he must have influenced you in some way, and I didn't understand, like, the whole thing. I just figured this whole group was, like, attacking me and blah, blah, blah. I understand that the brainwashing part, maybe you guys didn't understand employment laws and just kind of went along with it, and he probably, I don't know, whatever the case is, you know, my apologies to certain people. Okay, like I'm talking about the celebrities. I definitely want to apologize to the royal family, and I do apologize to Donald Trump. And you know, I apologize. You know, it's wrong that you had to sit here and hear my mouth running off when the real person deserved to hear that. You know what I mean? And this person just sat there and let this shit happen. You know what I mean? If he was any man at all, he would have said, you know what? You're right. You're right. I'm going to take responsibility for this, okay? But no, he sits there and, like, you know, the dick that he is, right? Anyway, I am going to wrap this up, and I needed to say it. And, you know, I do feel better. Like, today, I did feel a little bit better. I felt better because I knew. You know what I mean? It's like I needed to know this. I needed to know this. I think that's it. My brain's a little bit taxed right now because I'm tired, and I I really sing a lot, and I think it's important that I do because, you know, this was the most painful thing that has ever happened to my life. The human trafficking, the loss of, you know, my family, my adoptive family connection, coming to all of this. And yet, you know, to sit here, and I swear to God, if he ever made any sort of negative comment to me after, or about me after that, just goes to show you what an asshole he is. Okay? Yeah, you destroy lives. The kind of shit that you do is fucking evil. Okay? And the very fact that you let other people take the blame for what you caused, I have no respect for you. But anyway, now I need to say that, and I'm going to go back on to the rest of my night and back to whatever. But I do feel better, and I'm going to wrap this up, and I will be back with another video for the people who do support me on my channel. Good night.